Hey everyone, I'm Carolyn. Welcome back to another episode of As I See It. If you clicked on this because you saw my face in the thumbnail, just a warning, this is not my RV channel. This is my political channel. So I think maybe I was wrong. I've been thinking about this for days. Were we all wrong in our steadfast support of Joe Biden? And a couple things I want to talk about in that regard. Number one is a lot of us were operating under the assumption that since Joe Biden beat Trump once, that he might be the only person who could beat him again. I know I personally was also under the assumption that it had to be a white man to go against Trump. My concern was that a white woman would not get elected because Hillary Clinton lost the Electoral College vote, not the popular vote. So my concern was that if we put another white woman up, then we would be in the same situation we were in 2016. My concern was that if we put a black man or even a black woman up, that we would have, well, let's say a black woman, Kamala Harris. My concern was that not only would we lose the misogynist, possible potential misogynist voters, but we would also lose the racist voters. And so, yeah, I was very, very concerned that if we traded out Biden for someone else who was not a white guy, then we might be in trouble. But that's not the only reason I had 1,000% support behind Joe Biden. The other reason was because he's an incumbent. Incumbents traditionally win. And my thought was that if we put someone new in, then we have a newbie up against an incumbent because Trump is technically an incumbent. And I don't think I really expected, if Joe Biden dropped out, for them to put up Kamala Harris for the reasons I just articulated. So my support was behind him 1,000%. And I have said in previous videos, my support would have stayed on Biden. And unfortunately, the debate, he failed miserably at the debate. He had one job at the debate, and that was to convince America that he wasn't too old for the job. And instead, it was a car crash. It was a train wreck. It was awful. And secondly, and I'm still really upset with the media and with high-level Democrats, Adam Schiff, he's on my shit list. I've loved that guy, January 6 hearings and everything, but I'm done with him, the George Clooney's of the world. I think that the reason, and I said this in the last video, Biden had to pull out because between the media and the celebrities and the top Democrats publicly speaking out about their concerns, it changed the minds of a lot of voters. I think the media pressure and the pressure from all of the high-level Democrats got to the average voter, and I think in the end Biden pulled out because he saw it, the writing was on the wall, he couldn't win, and I blame that on the media. And I think we as Americans and consumers of information do have to take some fault in that we allow so much of our opinions and beliefs and knowledge to be directed by big, huge corporations. And in the case of Adam Schiff, donors. It was all about donations and donors for him. And I do think that we have to take some responsibility for what we consume and how it affects us. So with that said, were we wrong in our steadfast faith in Joe Biden and support of Joe Biden? And I don't think we were. Here is what thinking people do. You go down a path toward what you think is the best. This is science even. Science goes down a path toward, they take we thinking people, scientists take all the information you have at your disposal. You go down a path based on that information that you have, but keeping your mind open to other possibilities. And when other possibilities or things come to your attention that contradict your previous assessment, you're willing to change. I would have never changed, though. I mean, I would have defended Joe Biden down to even if he lost. I would have been there. I would have been there defending him. It didn't. And this is where it gets complicated. I never imagined we would see this kind of rejuvenation of the Democratic Party with the nomination of Kamala Harris. It's unreal. I mean, my eyes are constantly feeling like they're going to tear up and constantly have a little teary-eyed with hope and excitement that I haven't had in a very, very, very long time. So were we wrong? Yeah, maybe we were. Maybe we should have been more open-minded to the possibility that he wasn't going to win. But then again, maybe we just needed to follow the information that we had. And, you know, there's also something to be said for loyalty and support and also keeping your mind open. And when Joe Biden himself said, I need to back out, that's when I knew. That's when I knew that if he himself, because I have enough trust in him, I have enough trust that he will do what's best for the country and not for himself, when he stepped down. And I guess maybe that is something also to be said for the process of supporting him. And I think we can all agree to this. We know he's a good person. I actually have thought a lot. Have any of you noticed this? And I thought about this a lot after the debate. I think he might be an empath. And I think that's part of the reason he struggled so much with the debate. Empaths absorb other people's energy and feelings. And as kind of almost an empath myself, I don't think I'm full-fledged empath, but as someone who definitely absorbs other people's emotions around me, and that's why I have to protect my space so much, I absorb everybody's energy. I think Biden might be an empath. And I think maybe I sensed that. I think many of us sensed that. So we knew that we could trust him with this decision, right? We knew that we could trust him to do the right thing, to do what was best for the country. And so we rallied behind him until it was clear he wasn't the right choice. And he told us, I am not the right choice. Kamala Harris is. So with that said, I know we're all really excited. I am excited in the signs that we're seeing that this is the right choice. I mean, millions of dollars raised from small donors, millions of dollars in larger donors. Even the whole Democratic Party has raised over $300 million. People are excited. Young people are excited. I'm seeing poll numbers come out that Kamala Harris is beating Trump with young people, with black people, and there was one other demographic. I don't think it was women. I can't remember what the third one was. You guys probably know. You've probably seen it. Here's the thing, and I'm even seeing it in my comments because my videos here are getting more play. I think my last video got 5,000 views. I don't know if I've ever had a video on this channel reach that many views. This channel is growing. I'm over 4,000 subscribers and still continuing to grow. So I know this from my other channel. The bigger I get, the more I attract trolls. and I'm seeing it. I think every woman Democrat online is saying that they're seeing it, that when people, and we're seeing it definitely with Kamala Harris, when people can't challenge them on substance, when they can't challenge her on her record, because she's got a great record, if they just bothered to look at it, they're going to insult her intelligence, look at her sexual history, call her names. I mean, even, like I said, the comments that I saw in my last video were about my looks, about my weight. Really? That's all you got? I mean, seriously? That's what you've got? I follow Piper, what's her name? Piper from Missouri. I'm not even in Missouri, and I love her. And she said one time, she's like, come on, I used to teach middle school. You can't insult me. And I think my line is, come on, I've been on YouTube for 8 years. You can't insult me. And I was bullied all through school about my weight. Come on, you can't insult me. But my point is, we're going to see things are going to get ugly. And I said that in the last video, and we're already seeing how ugly it's getting. She can't be president because she's never had children. There are like 7 presidents in history who did not have children, and 0 presidents have birthed children, so give me a break. And of course, the whole Willie Brown thing and accusing her of sleeping her way to the top, but this is just noise. This is just an uneducated, immature response to losing. We can't lose focus. We're excited. We have more hope than we've had in a very long time, and don't let the noise distract you, because that's what they want. We have a lot of work to do. We need to keep talking about Project 2025. We need to keep talking to our sisters. We need white women. White women lost the election in 2016. White women voted for Trump over Hillary Clinton. We need white women, because we got a lot of the other demographics. So we need white women behind Kamala Harris. And I, as a white woman, I feel it's my responsibility to just encourage other white women to rally around, speak truth to power, speak truth to racism, speak truth to misogyny, and tell everyone about Project 2025, tell everyone about the what is going to happen should Trump win. All the rights all of us are going to lose. It's a lot. And I want to do more videos about Project 2025. So we got to stay focused. Don't let them pull you into their grade school, ridiculous, immature insults that don't mean anything to anybody. So stay focused. We still have a lot of work to do. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here. If you like my content, do me a favor. Subscribe to this channel. I'm really excited to see it doing so well. And I enjoy doing this. And yeah, so thanks for being here. I'll see you soon. Go Kamala Harris.